Hi Scorpio, this is your May 9th through May 15th weekly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my weekly readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances, and we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, subscribe, and share this video to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week. We have the 8 of Cups clarified by the 5 of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords clarified by the King of Cups. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. In the potential outcome, we have the Queen of Cups with the Ace of Cups and the 3 of Cups. And we also have Justice on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or a Libra, or pretty much any zodiac sign. This is a very interesting reading, Scorpio. In so many different ways. First of all, we have the King and the Queen of Cups in the same spread. You could be dealing with a fellow water sign, Cancer, another Scorpio, or Pisces, or you guys make a perfect love couple. Yeah, you do. That's what usually happens when the King and the Queen of Cups come out in the same spread. The ultimate love couple, 2 lovebirds, you guys speak the same love language, you vibe on the same level, however you want to call it. The thing about this spread, there is a twist to it. Right? And the twist is the 8 of Cups clarified by the 5 of Swords, the first 2 cards on the left, and the Justice card on the bottom of the deck. Those 3 cards will play out in different ways, depending on your personal situation. I think I see like 3 different scenarios. I can think of 3, right? It's possible that either you or your person, they have to walk away from someone in order for the 2 of you to be together. By the way, for the reading's sake, I'll assume you're the Queen of Cups, but you can assign the roles as you wish. You can be the King or the Queen of Cups, however. Anyway, so going back to scenario number 1. Either you or them had to break up with somebody first before they could move forward with you. Right? And Justice on the bottom of the deck. It could have been a divorce, or a separation. For others of you, those 2 cards with the Justice card, it's possible that the 2 of you, when the 2 of you met, instead of falling in love with each other, you guys got into a fight. And that happens. I know for a fact that happens, that when people meet for the first time, both of them are very strong personalities and they start fighting, right? But then at some point, one of them comes back and says, you know what, we started off on the wrong foot, so instead of fighting, why don't we join forces and see what happens? So that's scenario number 2, right? Scenario number 3, the 5 of Cups with the 5 of Swords. Perhaps one of your families is against the 2 of you being together, right? And one of you who's got that problem, they will have to walk away from that family or that situation, basically walk away from whatever is preventing them from being together with you. Right, so those are the 3 scenarios I see here, with the 8 of Cups and the 5 of Swords and Justice on the bottom of the deck. The good news is that the 2 of you are still going to be together. The 2 of you are still going to move forward together. There's still aces on the table, right? Speaking of the first ace, we have the Ace of Swords right next to the 8 of Cups. The Ace of Swords is a card of a brand spanking new beginning. This is the ace of a very straightforward communication. This is the Ace of Truth. So like I said, it all depends on your situation. If the 2 of you got into a fight, when the 2 of you first got acquainted, they'll come back and say, you know what, let's try again. I like you, and it kind of feels like you like me too. I don't know why the heck we got into that fight, but perhaps we can conquer the world together instead of fighting. Right? The Ace of Swords could be them or you cutting that X out of your life, or cutting the people or obstacles that prevented the 2 of you from being together, right? That could be that Ace of Swords right there. The King of Cups, like I said, it's the person you're dealing with, and most likely they are the one with the initiative here. And the Wheel of Fortune, the next card that came out right there in the middle, is the 2 of you starting a new cycle. A very fortunate new cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is always good news in my spreads, and the word fortune is in it for a reason. It's a very fortunate encounter. In the outcome, we have the Queen of Cups with the Ace of Cups and the 3 of Cups, so there you go. Like I said, the Queen of Cups, that would be you. The Ace of Cups is the second ace in the same spread. That's a lot. The Ace of Cups always talks about genuine, authentic love. The Three of Cups, in this case, this is a card of a union, a very happy union. This is also a card of celebration. So you could be celebrating the two of you finally getting together, finally uniting, or you could be celebrating this thing called life for the rest of your life together. All right, you make your decision with what you're celebrating. All right. Yeah, like I said, whatever those Eight of Cups with the Five of Swords and Justice represent, I think you guys will overcome it, because I don't see anything stopping you from that point on. From once that takes place, it's going to be smooth sailing from that point on. All right, really happy for you. Congratulations. Scorpio, if you'd like to see the extended for this new love spread, the link is in the description box down below. In the extended, I'll do 2 or 3 more spreads, depending on how the situation unfolds. We'll take a look at what to expect between you and this person moving forward, and we'll get you an advice for this whole situation. Scorpio, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, the spread is for you. We have the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Fool, we have the Lovers, we have the Ten of Cups, and we also have the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. 3 out of 5 cards on the table right here have to do with a choice or a decision you'll have to make. So I'll just have to assume that's what this week is going to be about for you. I don't see anything bad or negative. The Ten of Cups right next to the deck is the happily ever after card. It's a family card. It's a marriage card. So I think nothing is threatening your relationship or marriage. However, we do have 3 decision-making cards. The Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck is a card of a choice. The Lovers in the middle is also a card of a choice. It's the personal Gemini card, by the way. You could be dealing with a Gemini. The Two of Pentacles, the first card that came out, is a card of a choice. It's all about weighing pros and cons. I clarified one of the choice cards, the Two of Pentacles, and we got the Fool. The Fool is a card of starting something brand new. But the thing about the Fool card, it's something we never tried before. The Fool is taking a risk. The Fool is taking a leap of faith. Right? So I think whatever you are choosing to do or choosing not to do, it could be something risky, but it could also be something brand new. That's why you're hesitating, or that's why you are not sure if you want to do something like that, right? But again, there is nothing wrong with that spread other than too many decision-making cards. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Scorpio, this week. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. Also, keep in mind, we're now firmly in Mercury retrograde starting this week. This is when more exes than usual could potentially resurface. So I got the Six of Cups clarified by the Two of Cups. We have the Nine of Cups clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Star. And we also have Strength on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Leo, or pretty much any zodiac sign. Perhaps a fellow water sign. The Six of Cups, the first card that came out, is a card of a soulmate connection. And it's also a card of somebody coming back from the past. The Two of Cups clarifying it is also a soulmate card. So this person must be your soulmate. Then we have the Nine of Cups clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. The Nine of Cups is a card of a wish come true. By the way, the Star right next to the Nine of Cups is also a wish come true card, right? The Nine of Cups is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. It's a card of restarting a cycle between the two of you. So that's what this person wishes the two of you could do, restart this cycle. And like I said, the Star is also a wish come true card, but it's also the personal Aquarius card. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, right? And Strength on the bottom of the deck is the personal Leo card. But at the same time, Strength could be a card of pure, raw passion, right? And Strength could be courage. So somebody needs to have courage to get the show back on the road, or perhaps this ex of yours needs to have courage to offer you to get back together. I don't see any cards of commitment of marriage, to be honest with you. So I think it's going to be up to you what you want to do here. But I do see this willingness to be back together. And look at all these cards. They're bright, they're shiny, right? We've got 3 major arcana cards on the table. We've got 2 wish come true cards, 2 soulmate cards. So this looks pretty good. All right, but I think it's going to be up to you what you want to do here. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Scorpio. This week we have the Eight of Swords clarified by the Four of Swords. We have the Hermit. We have the Five of Swords, and we also have Death on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Virgo. This is a very specific reading, Scorpio. I'm connecting with those Scorpios who this week will be thinking about quitting their job or, shutting down their business. I don't know if you're going to do it, but you're definitely going to be thinking about it a lot. And Death on the bottom of the deck, all the way to right, that is your personal card, Scorpio, right? And it's always a good sign to have your own card in your own reading, and that makes me think that you're going to be the one, you're not going to be fired, but you're going to be the one thinking about quitting, right? So this is going to be happening inside your head for one reason or another. Anyway, the Eight of Swords clarified by the Four of Swords and the Hermit, all those three cards are talking about the same thing. You taking a break, going within, doing some soul searching, doing a lot of thinking, and even overthinking, right? And the Five of Swords right next to the deck, that's what you're thinking about. The Five of Swords is a card of, it can be interpreted in quite a few ways, but in this case I think you're thinking about walking away, quitting your job, just quitting right there on the spot, right? Or giving them a 2-week notice. And you know for a fact that if you do quit your job, if you do walk away, they're not going to be happy about it, right? It will probably spark a fight or something. Perhaps they paid for your school, or they count on you to finish a project, or something else is in the play. And you know for a fact that if you do walk away, it's going to be ugly, right? And that's why perhaps you're thinking about it for so long. And again, I don't know if you're going to do it, but that's what's going to be on your mind all the time. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen, Scorpio, this week. We have the Six of Wands, we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Sun, and we also have the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This could be either directly or indirectly related to you. It kind of feels like it's a celebration. It's a recognition. It's an award ceremony. Something among those lines. Somebody definitely is being recognized, or somebody is celebrating some sort of a victory or major accomplishment. That's what the celebration is about. And I don't know if you're going to be in the center of attention or somebody else is going to be in the center of attention. Speaking of being in the center of attention, the Six of Wands, right there, the first card that came out, this is a card of a success, recognition, being awarded, being recognized, right? And the Ace of Wands right next to the Six of Wands is kind of related to the Six of Wands. You see how the person in the Six of Wands is holding up a one? That's exactly the one I think we see in the Ace of Wands, right? The Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck is a card of celebration, right? And the Sun right next to the deck is the happiest card in the deck. So again, it's definitely a celebration, right? And somebody is definitely being recognized here, or awarded, or celebrating some sort of a victory. But I don't know if that's going to be you or it's going to be somebody else. But there's definitely good times celebrating. All right? So yeah, that's what I have for you, Scorpio, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Scorpio, have an amazing week. And there you have it. This was your tarot reading for this time period. I hope it resonated with you and helps you live a better life one way or the other. Thank you for watching, sharing, and subscribing.